Hello everybody and welcome to this Scrim match. I am Just Delicious and I will be casting Enemy Intelligence versus Replica. This is just a friendly Scrim that they asked me if I wanted to cast, and I couldn't turn them down. So Enemy Intelligence we saw in the January DotA2 tournament, and that's how they knew me and got hold of me. And I have never seen Replica before, but I can assume they will be a very, very good matchup for Enemy Intelligence, or this Scrim probably wouldn't be taking place. And the first pick, Magnus, coming out from Replica, something that we've seen fall off quite heavily recently. People just don't care much for Magnus anymore. He's not as influential as he used to be, with Sven kind of fading away, and Phantom Lancer and Gyrocopter really becoming the two carries of choice. Magnus isn't as effective with them, so he really just hasn't been picked up quite as much recently. And Enemy Intelligence picking up the Darkseer and the Gyrocopter. Gyrocopter, one of the hardest carries in the game. There's no doubt about it. He's absolutely insane. He's if he gets farm, he absolutely dominates. He's almost certainly going to get farm with that flat cannon. He can just go into the jungle if he ever needs to, and his harass is absolutely ridiculous. That rocket barrage as well cannot be underestimated early game. It's one of the highest damage spells that's not an ultimate in the entire game if you get one-on-one v someone. So pretty ridiculous amount of damage Gyrocopter can do early, mid and late game if you can get it right. And Replica going straight for the Luna. So Luna, another one of the carries that we see an awful lot, and they've forsaken the Phantom Lancer in order to pick her up, which they'll have reasons for. They obviously prefer the Luna. They like the matchup Luna versus Gyro more than the Phantom Lancer versus Gyro, and they also get Bane. So yeah, Replica kind of both teams kind of picking up a lot of their trial, and as you would expect, Shadow Demon and Gyro for Enemy Intelligence, Replica picking up the Luna and the Bane. And Magnus is one of those heroes that he can play mid or he can play off lane. Against Darkseer, he's almost certainly going to be going mid though, just because that Iron Shell can be very, very annoying against him. So I assume Replica are going to be putting him in mid, and that's why they immediately banned the Queen of Pain. Probably one of the strongest mid heroes in the game in pretty much every version. She's absolutely insane, and her matchup against Magnus is particularly good. She's got a lot of harass that can really shut him down, stop him getting any sort of farm, and I can expect them to be maybe ban out one more mid, just so their Magnus can actually have an okay time. Warlock banned out as well. Warlock, another hero that's come to the forefront of supporting very recently. He never really was picked up until recently. He's basically used for his ulti. Like, his ulti is absolutely insane. The counter initiation you can get off it is just absolutely ridiculous. And the golems also do a lot of damage early game. They do a pretty tremendous amount. If you can get him Aghanims and then maybe a refresher, he really does last until late game as supports go. Obviously, he's not going to be nearly as effective as a carry, but he's very, very useful in every stage of the game, and that's probably why Replica banned him. Also, it would give them a pretty strong trialing with the Gyro, Shadow Demon, and Warlock to be able to really harass the enemy very, very hard. Shadow Word plus the Soul Catcher is a tremendous amount of damage, so good reason to ban him out. And Lone Druid banned out by e.intel, as you would expect. Lone Druid, again, a ridiculous offlaner, very, very good against Darkseer. Lone Druid versus Darkseer is almost just a walk in the park for the Lone Druid. He can just free farm pretty much the entire game, because the Iron Shell just really doesn't hurt that bear at all. It hardly even touches him. So a nice ban out by them. Moving on to the second picking stage, and basically, no, not quite yet. Sorry, they're just taking a long time about that one. But they finally think that Disruptor is another worthy ban, so really shutting off their tri lanes. But both teams have quite a strong 2/3 of their tri lane already. Like, Replica have Luna and Bane, which is obviously absolutely ridiculous, and Enemy Intelligence has the Gyrocopter and Shadow Demon, which goes the same way. Both teams are going to be looking for that really strong tri lane, because we've seen that the tri lane is still the most important lane in the game, and it's probably why Magnus has just been just kicked out a little bit, just because teams would rather get that tri lane fixed. If you have a nice tri lane versus the opponent's tri lane, then you're going to have a very, very good game, just because carries are so important in this version. There's not really a lot of pushing that happens. There's no real 18 to 25 minute racks, so to speak, and the games easily go on for 50 minutes, recently 50 to 60 minutes, so it's a very carry dependent meta, and that's why we see people picking up their carries as early as second pick, and why we see them really pushing to finish their tri lane as quick as possible. And Lina kind of was obvious, gonna happen. She's gonna be paired up with the Bane, with Luna on that tri lane to make it very, very strong. Windrunner picked up by e.intel. So again, we see Windrunner picked up when it just doesn't look like there was room for a Windrunner, but maybe they're going to be putting her mid against Magnus. She's shown herself to be a very strong mid recently, and that looks like the way it's going to go. Bounty Hunter picked up by Replica. Very, very old school picks, reminds me of a few months ago. The Bounty Hunter and Rubik, the last pick for enemy intelligence. So their tri lane also looks very, very strong, and who has the better at this tri lane? It's really just up to speculation, but Shadow Demon and Gyrocopter can really bring the pain if one of Replica's supports gets slightly out of position. They are going to jump on them, and that's going to be a very, very easy kill. So the Bounty Hunter versus the Darkseer, again, is one of those matchups that can go either way, but if I was to give it to anybody, I would probably give it to the Bounty Hunter for his ability to just stay in Viz, pop out and harass Inferno every once in a while. He doesn't really need farm, he just needs levels. So I'm just going to run through the teams very, very quickly, and then we'll continue talking about the lanes, which are actually quite interesting. But Nikki will be on the Shadow Demon, we see Hera on the Rubik, Raven on the Windrunner, Inferno will be taking up the Darkseer, and Maygo will be on the Gyrocopter. Over on to the other team, we see G-Shock will be taking up the Magnus. We see Featherclaw, that's a weird name, will be taking up the Bane. Hades on the Luna. Wei will be on Luna. I meant Hades on Lina, and Wei on Luna. That always confuses me. And Macabresk will be on the Bounty Hunter. So Gyro's just reconnected. I think he just had a little bit of lag, maybe a little bit of problems, and it looks like we're going to be getting this back underway. Starting as soon as possible, but it does look like the Windrunner is going to be going mid, not going for an early bottle at all, stacking up on those clarities, really wants to be able to power shot and harass in lane. Darkseer looks like no, it does look like the Darkseer is going to be going mid, just to try and throw a curveball at them to get that Magnus not where they want him to be, coming up against the Darkseer. And he's going to be rushing a bottle, it seems. He's saved his 340. There he goes, straight down mid. Windrunner, just also going to mid, but I assume she's just going there just for the sake of it, and then she'll be peeling off and going onto the off lane, because it does look like Inferno is there to be blocking. And the really strong tri-lane from e.intel also going down bottom. So we're not going to see tri-lane v tri-lane. We're actually going to see Bounty Hunter coming up against the tri, and Windrunner coming up against the tri. And as this fares, Rubik does have sentries. As long as he doesn't place them too early, and he thinks, okay, I may be up against the Bounty Hunter here, I should probably hold on to them, then Bounty Hunter's going to have a nightmare. An absolute nightmare on this lane, getting any sort of farm. He's picked up a sentries as well, just to de-ward any sentries that come his way. But e.intel are not going to let him de-ward if he puts his sentries up. They're going to be there very, very fast, and they're going to be going for the kill. So Bounty spots him out in the jungle and just immediately runs off. He does not want to be coming up against this tri lane, and he's not going to get any levels. But Windrunner, on the other hand, is one of those heroes that can really afford to get a little bit closer than Bounty and be okay, just because she has that really nice wind run. She can just run away from them if they actually get close, and very, very fast movement speed off of that, and the bonus is pretty ridiculous. And she's taking a lot of harassment. Bane actually, as Windrunner just auto attacks him down in the river, and Windrunner in this game is going to be looking to just get as much XP as possible, and she's surely going to out-level Bounty Hunter, who is going to get absolutely nothing. We see Hera just waiting around with the sentries, so if they see the Bounty and they want to go on him, and I think they do, he's going to be the one to initiate. And actually, he's picked up first level in Janada, so if they want to go for him, they don't even need the sentries. Here comes the disruption, surely. No, disruption not being put over the top. They don't want to risk it. But first level Janada from Bounty Hunter, and that's very, very odd. Back at top lane, Raven gets Windrun at first level, and they're all yelling at Moon, who is Bounty Hunter. Who is Mago is actually Moon, and they're all yelling at him for disconnecting again. It's very, very naughty. Bad Moon. But Darkseer versus Magnus in mid. Darkseer's going to have a very, very nice time here, and you can see that he's already taken a lead, and he's already harassed G-Shock down quite a lot, actually. Like nearly half HP off of one Ion Shell, I can assume, looking at how much mana he's used. And that's quite a lot. Inferno's almost got his bottle already. Magnus is going to be looking to rush that as well, picking up tangos to make sure that this Darkseer can't harass him down and get away with it. But at top lane for Replica, they're going to be looking for this Bane combo, or the Bane Nightmares. Lina can hit the perfect stun, and then they have the mini stun Lucent Beam from Wei to back it up, who actually went stats level 1, so not going for that actually. Maybe they're just going to give Wei free farm and just be happy and not get any kills. But some odd first level choices actually from Replica. I mean, the Shockwave's okay. You'd understand why you'd get Shockwave against Darkseer. Darkseer's not going to be diving at the early levels anyway. But Janada level 1 from Bounty, and stats level 1 from Luna. So Luna just wanted the last hit, but if she wanted the last hit, surely Luna Blessing would be a better choice, giving you 14 bonus damage. Maybe she was expecting to come up against the tri-lane. Maybe it was a misclick. We'll never know. But hopefully that's what Luna wanted, and Luna does actually have a plan for it, and it wasn't just a horrendous misclick that's just going to cost her a little bit at the start of the game, pretty much costing her a level. Gyrocopter at bottom, don't what he's going for, I'm not entirely sure. He's still got 300 gold, so he might sorry about that, he might be rushing his phase boots just to keep that gold up, or maybe he's going Midas, and maybe that's why he's saved his gold up. Now that he knows he's against a solo bounty hunter that's going to be getting 0 XP, he can really just get that Midas as quick as possible, and as long as he gets it quicker than Wei, he's going to have a nice time. So that's probably what he's looking for. And yeah, well, no stacking of this camp I don't think is going to be necessary against solo Windrun, as long as they can control the lane well. As long as Wei can control the lane by denying and last hitting, then there's no way Windrun is going to be able to get that pushed all the way down to her tower. So as long as they control it, I don't think they're going to need to waste too much time with that. But I think Windrun is going to be okay. I think Windrun are using the Windrun to run away. She's going to have a nice time on this lane. You can see that she's already nearly level 2. Compared to the bounty hunter, who is literally on 0 XP. He hasn't actually been in range for a single creep yet, and those sentries are not going to help him whatsoever, because until they need to place the sentry, until he gets to level 2, which is going to take a very, very long time, and get that shadow walk, then Hera doesn't even need to place the sentries, doesn't even need to bother with them. And as soon as bounty hunter attacks anything when he's level 1, they're going to know he got Gianada Strike at level 1, and they're just going to dive him immediately and try and get the kill, especially seeing that Mago has the homing missile at level 1. And we have sentries plus disruption. They can get a very, very easy kill on them. So Bounty has to be very careful. Has to maybe just try and get a level up. I'm not entirely sure how he's going to actually get that level up. It's going to be very, very difficult. But I'm not entirely sure why we're not going. Maybe we're just waiting for the teams. I'm not sure. I have no idea why we're not going. Moon is back and actually called go, so we're just waiting for someone to hit the unpause. Raven asks again, and we're off. Okay, we are gonna go. Excellent. So we are going to be seeing what this gyro goes for, but I expect it's going to be almost certainly a very quick Midas to get that farm as fast as possible. And Raven just harassing this Bane quite a lot. Doesn't want to take that much damage though, because one Nightmare and they can get a good combo on her, regardless of whether she can Windrun or not. They can really hurt her. And Bounty trying to dig himself a hole. This is the sort of thing you see bounty hunters do often, but Hera knows. Hera's coming around the back, the pings come out, bounty hunter's going to get caught, he's still level 1, he doesn't have anything. Are they going to go for him? There's a disruption, here comes the missile, out he comes, still level 1, it looks like they're going to be bringing him down, the gyro missile hits, first blood goes to Hera. Bounty hunter trying to get some sort of XP by hiding in the jungle, and Hera knew. Hera was definitely aware of that one and just followed him in, basically. I think Hera might have saw because of this sentry. Just followed him in, and it was a very, very easy kill. So now they go to stacking because Bounty Hunter's not on lane, so we know that Maga's going to get free farm, and there's no real point in them being there. Mares will give the carry some levels, and we can really see how hard Inferno is harassing G-Shock in mid, where this Magnus just cannot do anything. 10-1 the Darkseer is at, and Magnus at 7-1, probably 8-1 after this right click. Yeah, 8-1 now, so just not doing particularly well. Magnus just cannot get near. Windrunner doing much, much better than Bounty Hunter, as you would expect. Bounty Hunter still level 1. If he pushes any further, they're going to dive him again. There's the sentry wall placement. They can see the sentries from each other get placed. Bounty's not going to go near it, though. Bounty knows he can't afford to go near it, and maybe the only reason he placed that sentry ward was just so that they thought he had his Shadow Walk at level 1, so he can actually get away with being a little bit more adventurous. As long as he's not near this ward, he'll be okay. So maybe that's what he's going for. And Inferno just continuing to free farm, putting the Ion Shell on himself before making an illusion. That's actually a smart play, being able to get the triple Ion Shell to really harass down G-Shock as much as possible. And Mago just continuing to farm on 1.1k, gonna have his Midas within a minute or two. But is Luna going for Midas as well? Because if she is, she's going to get there faster. Or maybe not, actually, because she has bought a Ring of Bacillus. So I would be surprised if she actually decides to go for Midas now, because she has actually bought another item before it, and that may just be a little bit of a waste. But Mago on bottom, continuing to do what he needs to do, just free farm, get as much as possible, get that early Midas, continue to farm into the late game, and yeah, we're going to see this Gyro become an absolute force very, very soon if nobody tries to stop him. Inferno really doing very, very well against G-Shock. I mean, look how much mana and HP G-Shock is on. Got his boots first, still hasn't managed to get anywhere near a bottle, although I think the bottle might be coming in the courier actually, as we speak. If I have a quick look at the courier, not the building, we can see that he does in fact have that bottle coming for him, as well as the clarity. So he's going to have a lot of mana, and I think they want to start on bottom. I think Inferno wants to pick up this this invis. They don't actually have a ward, so they're not going to know he's got it. He's picked it up. Is he going to come bottom? No. But here they go on Bounty again. He's still only level 1. He's very, very close to level 2. But here comes the rocket. And the barrage is going to be following very, very shortly. There it is. And they're going to get the kill on the Bounty Hunter. He's trying to run away. He's trying to escape. But a few right clicks will do it. Now Majo actually stuck in the trees. So someone wants to port down and try and kill him. But I don't think they're going to be able to. Just because Hera and Nikki are definitely protecting him. And he can now walk himself out. But another kill for this Gyrocopter, who now has his Midas, and that is exceptionally important. He immediately pops it to get the creep, and that's going to help him not only in terms of farm, but in levels as well. So even though he's been on this tri-lane, he's going to be able to keep up in levels very, very easily with this Midas, and his supports will be able to maybe keep a little bit of farm, a little bit of XP for themselves, sorry. So Raven on this off lane doing okay against Hades, although Hades really starting to hurt with that harassment. I mean, Raven would have just been straight up dead if Bane was anywhere near, but he knew that Bane was all the way over at the tower with Luna, just trying to get Luna as much farm as possible. And Luna definitely not going for Midas, sitting on 1200 gold, plus has boots of speed, maybe going for phase. Going to be picking them up very shortly. May go for power treads as well. Really up to Luna. I mean, the skill builds don't differ that much. Power treads is normally what you'd expect, just because she has blessing anyway for extra damage early game, so it doesn't really need the phase boots. Rather have the long-lasting potential of the power treads. And now we see Bounty Hunter starting to find those channels, starting to get some farm, starting to play very, very well. Starting to get XP well, sorry, just by hiding, while the rest of e.intel go off to try and get a kill, and it looks like they want to initiate on this Magnus. Inferno hanging around. He's at level 7 now actually, so he's doing very well. And they're going top. So the Darkseer illusion is leading the way, and behind we have Rubik and Shadow Demon. And if they catch one person out, it's going to be Hades. If they decide to go around the corner, they do. But they see Hades. Hades didn't spot them actually. Hades didn't see them coming. Here comes Raven. Raven has the shackle shot. Are they going to try it? There's the telekinesis to try and put them closer to the trees, and the power shot comes down. Doesn't actually have shackle, so maybe they won't get the kill. The Shadow Demon actually does manage to get it in the end. Down goes Disruption. Few more bits of Shadow Poison being thrown up. Is Raven going to try that power shot? The one power shot to try and get the kill through the trees? Maybe. Eyeing it up, I think. Deciding maybe not to go for it. Round the back, Rubik versus this Magnus. Is Rubik going to actually be able to get away? Because Magnus is really doing a lot of damage. One more right click will do it. The skewer will get the kill if he wants to use the skewer, but he doesn't, and it looks like Rubik's going to get away. He tries to skewer him now. Does he have Shockwave? Yes, he does, but Rubik denies himself to the neutrals. Very nice play. Round the back, Inferno trying to catch up with G-Shock. Does he have enough? Is he going to be able to get him? He has max level Iron Shell, so there's a lot of damage going to be coming onto G-Shock. G-Shock, 12 seconds until he has that skewer. The rest of the team coming in to support, though. Managed to pick off the Shadow Demon. He doesn't have skewer. He doesn't have mana for reverse polarity, but it doesn't look like they're going to need it. Telekinesis from Hera trying to save them. Inferno right in the middle. Inferno gets nothing. Raven with the power shot misses, actually, for once. Manages to pick off the Bane regardless. One more right click. Does get the kill. Quite unlucky to not pick off G-Shock as well. Hera just hanging around. Maybe wants to start on Hades. A nice stun from Hades. Actually, only level 4. Throws down. Magnus coming around the back. Has a bottle. Has Shockwave. Rubik gets slightly out of position. And Raven as well. Is he going to pop the bottle and maybe try and get a double kill? No. He decides that he's just going to stay with Rubik. Now the skewer's going to be coming, and this is going to be a very easy kill. Magnus gets the kill on Rubik. That's exactly what they wanted. But a very extended fight. And it went slightly more in favour of Replica, I think, altogether. They managed to pick up a few more kills than e.intel did. But e.intel still leading on the XP graph, although you can see the massive dip in that fight where Replica caught up. And same with Gold, even though e.intel had that fight, did go towards Replica by about 1k in gold and experience. And now Replica maybe starting on Inferno. They have RP if they want to use it. Are they going to? No, he actually manages to get away. The skewer was maybe a little bit early, and nice dodge by Inferno to actually just walk around and juke it. Raven, TP's mid as well. Maybe they're going to try and initiate something. It doesn't look like they are. They're probably just going to back off, while Majo just continues to farm. Now actually has a Helm of the Dominator as well. So if we check the net worth, miles ahead of Luna. Only on 2 more last hits, but that very quick Midas really working out exceptionally well. Do they know that G-Shock is here? I think they do. They're going to initiate on him. Do they have enough to get the kill? There's the vacuum. You can expect the shackle shot to come out. Oh, very nice skewer away. The level 3 skewer manages to get away, but shackles up. The power shot comes through the trees, but Magnus evaded it very nicely. And leveling up that skewer to level 3 meant that he could just dive down here and get away. That was a very nice play, and managing to save himself. And that would have been a death that Magnus just couldn't afford at this stage. He still hasn't been able to pop his reverse polarity, so he's still not been able to do anything with that. But he has Arcane Boots up now, so he's not going to have any mana worries. And now he's just going to be looking to get that blink dagger very soon. Major actually puts down the sentry, so if Bounty gets too close, he's going to be able to pick him off. Down comes Magnus. Has RP. Is he going to use it? He skewers. I don't think he's going to use RP. Maybe he will. There it is. The shockwave one more time. Gets the kill. Round the back. Nijke just trying to save him. I don't think he's going to be able to, he definitely didn't save him. Are they going to be able to kill Magnus? It doesn't look like they are unless... Oh, nice vacuum. Down comes the telekinesis. And the Fade Bolt picks up the kill. Inferno. Managing to just set up very nicely with the vacuums all game. Going to be looking to get that wall very soon. 2 more levels, then we'll be picking it up. And Darkseer doing so well in mid. It's pretty unbelievable, really, how well he did. But he was against that Magnus, and we said it was a bad matchup for Magnus. And e.intel played it very well. The Gyro actually dying in that fight, which was very unfortunate for him. Losing a lot of the gold that he managed to get up on Luna. who is now on 4.1k, and Major is still on 5, so still about 800 ahead, which is absolutely insane amounts of farm. I mean, Luna just cannot keep up with Gyrocopter whatsoever, especially seeing that he got such an early Midas. It really is very difficult. And you can see that he's already caught up to made it another 1k, like almost immediately, just from one wave. And now he's going to be looking to go into this jungle, free farm with his Midas, and get himself back where he was farm wise. And he's going to be looking to just try and rush maybe a Manta style in this game, or maybe a Black King Bar would be a little bit better actually. But he's going to be able to get that very, very soon. I mean, within 6 or 7 minutes we're talking here, and I don't think if they leave him to free farm, I just don't think Replica can keep up. They just can't contend with a Gyro that gets so much farm at the beginning of the game. And you can see that he's put his power treads on agility just for that extra attack speed, so he doesn't lose too much off the helm of the Dominator. Not to mention he's an agility hero anyway, so he gets the extra damage. But yeah, deciding to go for treads on Gyro instead of phase boots is something that we don't often see, but we're seeing it now. And the wards up by Replica are going to notice that all of e.intel are roaming top, and they are going to back off very, very soon. They're not going to want to get too close, although maybe they didn't even notice, because Hades getting out of position, pretty heavily out of position. If Inferno can catch maybe 1 or 2 of them in a vacuum, they're going to get the kill. And a very nice shackle shot from Raven picks up the Luna. Now they're going to try and get onto Lena around the back. A very nice disruption, but the Magnus catches 3 in RP, the Shockwave, but no one's there to back him up. Are they going to be able to pick anyone else off? A very nice shackle again from Raven, managing to get the kill. Inferno trying to get away from Luna. Very nice play with the wand to get back up to full HP. Is Way going to fall? Raven pops the wind walk. They get another kill. Now they're going on to Magnus, who's almost certainly going to fall just to this rocket. One more right click will do it. There it is. Inferno gets another kill by putting the ion shell on a creep that was just about to die. And just such good play by e.intel again, and they're really starting to dominate now that the Gyro has got himself into the game and started roaming. And Replica just a little bit slack. I think they had wards up. They should have seen the gank coming. I just don't think they saw it on the minimap. They just, at that exact moment in time, I think they were just paying a little more attention to what they were doing. They didn't see all 3 of them roam top, and it was a very, very easy fight for e.intel to take. And even though the Magnus managed to catch a few in reverse polarity, it really wasn't enough. It really wasn't enough, seeing that e.intel had already managed to pick 1 or 2 of them off. And Way is probably going to be looking to destroy this rocket before it reaches Lena, and there we go. That's gonna fall. And yeah, Gyro continuing to farm up nicely. 2k now in the bank. So we were talking about that very early rush for the BKB, and he's almost got 2 parts of it. He hasn't actually picked up any of it, so maybe he wants to buy it completely outright, and just save his money for a buyback if he absolutely needs to. That doesn't make a lot of sense. At this stage, you don't really need to buy back, and surely the survivability an Ogre Club could bring you would be a little bit more effective. But he's just gone for Yasha. So he's actually decided he's going to go straight for Manta style, as opposed to pick up that quick BKB. So he thinks he's survivable as it is, and looking in mid. G-Shock getting a little bit aggressive, doesn't have RP quite yet. Has it now if he wants to go for it. They're all hanging around. One of them's got caught out, very slightly out of position. It's going to be the bounty hunter, G-Shock, trying to start something with the skewer, but nothing happening for him. He has Arcane still up. A very nice shackle again by Raven. Catches him, and before he can RP, he gets vacuumed just into death. Bane gets taken out as well. Inferno trying to start something, but the Lena with a nice stun, catching 2 of them. Is bounty going to fall? There's the power shot just misses. If that had hit, it was a guaranteed kill off of the Shadow Demon. Another nice shackle by Raven. He is really playing exceptionally well. Are they going to be able to take out this Magnus? I don't think they are. Everybody just backs off except Inferno, who wants more. He wants to try and get the kill, but they're not going to get it. e.intel back off after another very, very nice fight. Major just keeps on farming. Now 600 gold on top of his Yasha. 8k net worth after 15 minutes, and he is absolutely destroying this game so far when it comes to farm. And we were talking about this this meta really very carry dependent, going for the late game. e.intel have come out very, very aggressive, diving around the map, really trying to put the pressure on. Darkseer got a very, very early mech, and he's going to be looking to use that now and really try and put a lot of pressure on in the pushes, because now they can push and just keep on pushing. They don't really need to stop. And Raven deciding to swap down to bottom to try and counter this bounty hunter a little bit, just to keep him away from any sort of farm. They don't want him to get. He has track, but just not being able to use it. And Inferno, he wants more. He looks like he's just going to go straight into the middle of them with this invis and hang around and really annoy them with this ion shell. Surely they know where he is. Surely they know that he's there, coming around the back. We see Bounty just hanging around. Does he have a sentry? Yes, he does. Why he didn't place it and just try and dive Inferno, I'm not entirely sure. They knew it was an easy kill. He's placed it. He's placed it now. Actually, they had a sentry up, so they would have seen Inferno that entire time. Why they didn't go for him? That's beyond me. Maybe it wasn't up. I can't remember whether that exact sentry was up at the time. Actually, maybe they placed it after, once one of their other supports had come down. But it looks like they're just patrolling the woods, trying to find Gyro. They're actually going to try and go bottom and gank Raven, but that's not going to work because he knows exactly what's happening. They've spotted them out in the trees, actually. I think they know that they're there. And all of e.intel look like they want to try and start this fight, except Gyro, who just goes back up to top, continues to farm. But Raven, maybe looking for the shackle, trying to start something. I mean, the shackles have been superb from Raven. There it goes. Oh, it just misses the Bane. The power shot actually catches, but that almost caught the Bane out, and that would have been another very, very easy kill. But this Windrunner just playing so well, you really, really cannot get out of position even for a second, or Raven is gonna punish you. Replica hanging around. It looks like Raven wants to start. Another shackle shot on the Bane, catches. Now they go for it. The vacuum into the middle through the power shot. Now the telekinesis. They pick off the Magnus as well. Down goes the Soul Catcher. Hades falls, not before trying to pop the ult on the Rubik. Doesn't actually get the kill, and Inferno pops the mech, and now they're going to take a tower. Gyro pushing top as well. They're almost certainly going to get that one. Blink Dagger brought up on Gyrocopter, so Mego just not going for the very late game. He feels like if he picks up the blink, he's going to be more effective now in the middle game, when they can really, really start pushing them, because they have this massive, massive early game and mid game advantage with the amount of gold and XP they've been able to get. I mean, look, over 10,000, 11,000 in favor of intel and gold, and XP about 7.5k. So really dominating this so far, and Major's just going to keep farming up. Keep trying to maybe get this Manta style as quick as possible. And why you got Blink... I'm still not entirely sure why you'd get Blink Dagger over Ultimate Orb at this stage on the Gyro. I mean, surely Ultimate Orb just makes him a little bit better, but he'd rather have the ability to blink through and use that ultimate to really to big effect. And all of e.intel hanging around mid, except Majo, who's just going to continue going up, and it looks like something might start, and another amazing shackle shot from Raven, catching them all. Majo blinks up from the low ground, not what they were expecting, catches out Hades, maybe. Magnus has RP, is he going to use it? He also has Skewer, the rest of the team's dead, there's no point in going for it. Luna is free farming top, and e.intel continue their very mid-game dominance. They do not lose anyone, they get another 3 for 0, and here goes down the tower, where Raven with these shackle shots has just been supreme in this game. They cannot keep up with Raven and how well the shackle shots are being landed on Bane every time to stop that double disable, and we can see that the Gyro really taking a huge lead now at 11k net worth, which is 5k ahead of the Luna, well, just under 5k ahead of the Luna, sorry, which is absolutely ridiculous. Now sat on 1600, probably going to be looking for that Ultimate Orb next for the Manta style. Very close to it, wants to pick it up soon. 2k gold, and you just see how fast he can farm. Walks up to a lane, destroys it in a matter of seconds, backs off, walking real close to this lane as well, so that he can use that that flak cannon to the best effect. And now has Ultimate Orb if he wants to pick it up. Probably will save for buyback a little bit and only pick it up when he absolutely has to. But another fight going on at bottom, and it looks like they might have caught out a few from e.intel. Are they going to be able to get Shadow Demon? One more Q will get the kill. There it is. Shadow Demon falls. Inferno around the back. gets stunned by Luna, but does have Surge now and will probably be getting away unless the RP gets popped. Nice play by G-Shock, managing to pick off Inferno almost certainly. Down he goes. Luna gets the last hit, which is very important. And then BKB trying to get brought up. But a 3 for 0 for Replica, just what they needed. They need to start doing this. But while that was happening, look at Gyrocopter destroy this tower. He's going to be picking it up. Maybe he's going to go for racks as well. Replica's just not here. He is going for the racks. He's sat on 3.3k. The pings come out. Do they have any way of getting back? Do they have the ports that they need? Skewer is up on Magnus if he wants to try and go for it. He's just going to harass with a shockwave. And then Major Mag Joe is just going to back off immediately round the back. Bane has ult, but Gyrocopter has the blink dagger and gets away. And a tier 3 tower taken by Gyro. The split push just absolutely mental. While they were fighting in the jungle, he split push, took 2 towers, and nearly took the racks as well. So Gyro that was without the help of a Manta style to split push. So just absolutely insane, and he's going to have that now. And if he actually wants to purchase the Manta style, if they're going to continue this split push strategy that they have, then they can. And Luna trying to just start something on Inferno, but Inferno is just way too tanky. Has Scepter already after 20 minutes. Has a Scepter, and Luna ports out. Very lucky actually to be able to get away from that. They're looking for her, but they're not going to find her. And all of e.intel rotating top. We see the Bounty Hunter just hanging around. Has phase boots, trying to get that BKB as well. And poor Bane has absolutely nothing. Has a magic stick, and that is literally it. Just a magic stick. That's just not what you want against the Gyrocopter, who is level 16 and has 4k gold on top of Yasha and Blink. What could he be using this 4k gold for? He's going to destroy these creeps. In a matter of this triple stacked camp. It's very, very easy pickings for him. Now it's 4.3k of gold. And what is that going to be going towards? I just cannot think of what he could possibly want to save all his money for, and he's going for an MKB. So he's going for just pure damage, and the fact that he cannot miss. I don't think the miss is very important because they don't have anything that can actually make him miss. So he's literally just picking it up for the damage, and just because he can pick it up, so he will pick it up. And he's going to be free farming here just to finish it off. He's popped the Hand of Miners, and he's only 300 gold, 200 gold away from finishing his MKB on top of everything else that he's got. And after 24 minutes, that farm is incredible. I just cannot see Replica being able to stop him if he can pick that MKB up very, very soon. I mean, what can Replica really do? They can try and harass him down in a fight. And look at Magnus getting very, very aggressive. Maybe trying to start something. Nice blink, but it looks like Raven's going to get caught out. Tries to shackle. Raven, nice dodge of the... nice dodge there. Actually manages to get away. The wind run working very, very well. Major is very tanky right now. In comes Shadow Demon as well, trying to start something around the back. Rubik is there. RP gets popped. They get 2 kills. Windrunner immediately buys back. Now Shadow Demon trying to start. Inferno has the wall if he wants it, plus the Scepter for insane amounts of damage. There's Bounty Hunter. Are they going to catch him? Hera trying. Reverse polarity stolen on Hera. So if they want to start a fight, RP is going to be the way they're going to do it. And it seems like, yeah, they popped up a sentry just try and catch out the bounty, but nothing happened. And a 2 for 3. Replica having the fight turned around on them. The Windrunner and the Gyro immediately brought back. Gyro went top. Will now just be free farming. Already nearly got all of his gold back. I mean, that's just absolutely insane amounts of farm. And now they want the racks. They know they have Rubik with RP, which is huge. Trying a shackle shot on her way, just missing, and the wall not placed, which is a little bit strange. Maybe they could have went for the initiation there and tried to take it. Fortify being popped, so this looks like it's about the time they want to push him back. But if Hera has RP, what can they really do? Because look at Gyro just taking top while this is going on. Inferno just takes the last hit on the tower. Very nice shackle shot from Raven, managing to get it in. Goes Hera with the RP. Catches all of them on the back of the vacuum. And they're going to be killing them all. Down goes 3. The Dagon being popped by Windrunner. Windrunner picking up a Dagon, and Maka getting very, very lucky on the bounty hunter to get away, but while that was going on, Gyrocopter takes top, and it looks like this may be it. It looks like Replica is surely going to be calling the GG soon. I don't think they have any buyback. Do they have RP up? They don't for another 15 seconds. They really can't stop Gyro from just taking these now. He has his MKB if he wants it to be sent to him. There's the Demon Edge plus the two Javelins. Back at home, he now has taken these back barracks. The bottom barracks have been taken. Luna trying to fight back with the BKB, trying to do as much as she can. Maybe taking out mid. Yes, the Shadow Demon actually getting dropped by the Lina ulti, and it looks like Inferno and Raven are going to be able to get away, but maybe not because RP is here if they want to use it. RP on both of them, catching them. Nice play. The wall gets popped as well, so nothing's going to be happening from through the wall, and Bane smoked up just walking around. But while that's happening again, Gyro split pushing and taking mid, almost trying to take mid, decided not to, but took the entirety of top tower and racks. So Replica still massively pushed back, and now he has Monkey King Var for insane attack speed and damage, plus that mini bash makes him almost like a sniper when it gets to this stage, and we all know how annoying Sniper is as a hero when he gets his attack speed up. So the mini bash going to be very, very good. Of course, that goes through BKB, so that's going to be hitting Luna constantly and just stopping her from doing anything with the amount of damage he can do, and that's better chance than 1 in every 3 shots. So if his attack speed gets very, very, very insane, he's going to be mini stunning every 1 in 3 shots, and that's just ridiculous. So seeing that it gives an extra 100 damage on the mini bash. And of course, that does work with Flak Cannon, because Flak Cannon is not a... sorry, the mini bash works, but not the mini bash damage with the Flak Cannon. So he could get, he could be just stunning this entire team almost constantly with that smoke up by Replica. Looking down at e.intel, this is the team they want to start on. Does Harris still have RP? He doesn't. He's lost it because he actually died in that fight. They don't have wall up for another 5 seconds. Are they going to be going for it? They're all just hanging around. I don't know what they're doing. They're going all the way round the back. Replica, they have reverse polarity in 5. That's what they're waiting for, to maybe go for it. Now they spot them out. Now they want to go. RP is up. Here they go round the trees. Surely Hades leading the way, but e.intel playing very, very defensively. In goes Magnus with the RP. Here goes the skewer. Surely, no. e.intel back off, and an amazing shackle shot again by Raven. Down goes the wall in the vacuum, managing only to catch Bane, but they get the kill anyway. They take the double. They're going to be killing Bane. Down he goes. Will they get the bounty? No, they won't. He manages to back off, but they just turn it around, and there's the nightmare being used on Luna for some reason. Maybe they know it's over and they're just trolling a little bit. No, actually it wasn't. It was Harris stealing the nightmare, so I apologize for that. And now Hera actually trolling and using it on his own teammates. And e.intel just waiting for this to get pushed back, and Major is probably going to lead the way. Has Eagle Song on top of it as well. He has farmed a ridiculous amount of money in this game. Nearly 18k now, 8k ahead of the Luna. And he has ult if he wants to try and pop it and go, maybe try and dive. But I don't think they can dive into reverse polarity quite yet, unless Raven gets another one of those just ridiculously good shackle shots. Now has Dagon too. If we check the inventories of all the supports, they have only got the 1 Dagon. Rubik trying to get the 4 staff, and Nika already has the 4 staff. Moon just hanging around the bottom. It looks like they might be going for this tower now, just trying to attack it from the low ground, just trying to get any sort of damage onto it. They can't really dive yet because they don't quite have enough to get up there. As soon as maybe they will go for it as soon as Major has his butterfly finished. He's only about 800 gold away, and his attack speed is insane. You can see that attack speed. It's absolutely ridiculous. Hera and Inferno leading the way, actually, now that he has his wall back up, but he's going to get dragged back in by the Magnus. Are they going to bother using RP? No, there's the wall, and maybe the vacuum on top. No, the vacuum misses. Luna pops the ult. It does nothing against this Gyrocopter, who just stands there auto-attacking, and they pick off a 5-for-1, but Darkseer buys back. They're going to be getting their 3rd racks, and surely the GGs from Replica are going to be called. And we're going to be going on to game 2. There they are. And e.intel take game 1 on the back of Gyrocopter, just destructive. And the Raven shackle shots, just so accurate all the time. Lining them up perfectly. And just fantastic play by e.intel. And e.intel really showing why they're such a good team. And Majo, now that he has the... almost has his butterfly, decides to troll a little bit and get a double kill in the fountain. As all of e.intel leave, in goes the reverse polarity, trying to drag him into the well. He actually does, and they do get a kill because of it. They get a double kill because of it. It's not going to matter, obviously. Down goes the fountain, and game 2 will be up shortly, hopefully. But thank you all for watching this one. That was a very, very nice game and very well played by e.intel, who are in our March tournament over on NLGS, and we'll be back very shortly with game 2.